Update on Hurricane Iselle, which is gradually weakening in the eastern Pacific, or central Pacific as it is now, with winds of 90 miles per hour and a pressure of 979 millibars. Its position is 16.9, 144.1 degrees west as of 3 p.m. UTC on August the 6th. The storm is expected to move towards the west-northwest and could directly impact the Hawaiian Islands in the next 2 to 3 days. Indeed, tropical storm watches are already in effect for the Hawaiian Islands, and we may see tropical storm conditions occurring there, though it doesn't appear that the storm will remain a hurricane for that long, that it will strike Hawaii as a hurricane. That's not likely. And we'll probably see why very soon, because weakening, quite quick weakening, could be on the cards over the next few days. But here's the latest tracking map. The storm is not expected to dissipate after crossing Hawaii either. It could continue onwards towards the west and perhaps reach the international dateline. So tropical storm watches are in effect for the eastern Hawaiian Islands, may extend further west in the next few hours as well, and indeed warnings may creep in too. But the big island under a tropical storm watch, which it may make landfall on in a few days, as well as Maui for instance. Not quite as far as Oahu yet though, but that may change in the next few hours, as I said. Stay up to date on that on the website, of course. Tropical storm conditions expected in the next 48 hours, particularly on the Big Island. I think we'll see tropical storm conditions. Sea surface temperatures are marginal, around 26 degrees. That may dip below that on its approach to Hawaii, which will further weaken the storm, but warmer waters are on the other side of the islands, which could help it out a little bit later on. In terms of wind shear, you can see Iselle is the one in the middle. There's 3 storms in the Pacific Basin at the moment, and high shear amounts towards its in between it and Hawaii, and also a lot of dry air as well. Look at this. Those brown areas are high amounts of dry air, and it's already getting entrained into the storm's circulation on the right-hand side. So that's not going to be a good future for the storm by the looks of things, if that's anything to go by. So the computer models, you can see the storm here weakening. The computer models take it down to a tropical storm, possibly a tropical depression, before going back upwards again perhaps towards the end of that 5-day period. The track forecast is fairly conclusive now. It looks like we're going to see a landfall on the Big Island, if not, perhaps a little bit further north on one of the other islands. Wind shear is expected to remain low for around a day or so before rising quite sharply coming into August the 8th, 9th and 10th. Looking at the sea surface temperatures, as I say, marginal right now, 26 degrees is the threshold, but is expected to rise a little bit again in around 2 or 3 days' time once it goes through the Hawaiian Islands and indeed clears them. The relative humidity is going to decrease, of course, with that dry air around the storm, but may improve again a little bit towards the end of that 5-day period. So here's the latest satellite imagery. You can see how the storm's been appeared to have lost a lot of its steam in the past few hours on this latest imagery, how the thunderstorms associated with the storm are decreasing, the heavy rain activity decreasing, the winds of course still 90 miles per hour, so still a strong system. And this is quite an interesting loop as well, the blue next to all that yellow from the dry air, and how it's starting to impact the eastern side of the storm as well. And that northern spiral band is almost cut off completely, you can see here now, but still an eye in the centre of the storm still around, and the southern side of the eye wall is still the most strongest. So let's take a look around the world at the tropics. There are 5 storms active: Genevieve, Iselle, Julio, Bertha and Halong, which doesn't happen very often. There's only been 2 occasions of 5 storms being active since January the 1st last year. And of course Genevieve is also developing and could cross the international dateline as a typhoon. And also we have Julio 2, which could also be a threat to Hawaii in the next few days. 46 storms have formed so far in 2014 worldwide. 21 of those have become Category 1 hurricanes or above, with winds of 74 miles per hour and higher, and 12 of those have become Category 3 storms, with winds of 115 miles per hour plus. Of course, that's just 7 away from 2010, which had 19 major storms. I think we'll reach that quite soon, or indeed before the end of the year. You can visit Force 13 on any of its 6 outlets. The website, force13.com, is the place to be for all the updates around the world, tropics-wise. Of course, the video pages, YouTube and Dailymotion, will also keep you updated regularly. Just search Force 13 on those. And the social pages, Facebook and Twitter, just search Force13 on those. It's at Force13 on Twitter if you'd like to get in touch, and you can speak to me personally on Skype if you so wish, at Fool13 on there for tropical weather chat. You can also visit Force13's forum, which relaunched on August the 4th. You can go there, force13.com/forum, and discuss and ask questions about the tropics with fellow storm trackers. That's all for now from Iselle, but the next update on this storm will follow at 3 AM UTC on August the 7th if necessary. That's all for now.